How's it going, guys? Chronic Rush here, and welcome back to a brand new episode of my FIFA 15 Team of the Week predictions. Welcome back, guys, and today we're predicting the Team of the Week number 16, which should be released on the 31st of December, the last Team of the Week this year, 2014, and it's not going to be the best Team of the Week either. It's quite poor in terms that the number of leagues I had to choose players from was very limited due to the number of winter breaks throughout of Europe and other leagues, and the main leagues I had a choice from were all the English leagues, such as the Barclays Premier League Championship, League 1, League 2, the Turkish League, and then some of the other like Belgium leagues and stuff like that, Scottish Premiership. And it was quite a hard team to come and put together for the Team of the Week predictions, but that's not going to stop us. That's going to stop EA from putting Team of the Week out. And let's get straight into this week's Team of the Week number 16 predictions. And we'll start off with the goalkeeper, one of the better players in this week's Team of the Week, Hugo Lloris, the Spurs keeper. And Manchester United, after their Boxing Day game against Newcastle, coming up 3-1 victory, came against Spurs. Man United got three very, very good attackers, goal scorers, and Hugo Lloris did his best and managed to keep a clean sheet in Spurs' 0-0 draw with Manchester United. And he picked around 6 saves, a clean sheet, and man of the match in that 0-0 draw. And he had some very, very good saves in that game as well. And he's been doing a fantastic player for Spurs so far, and he could be possibly picking up a Team of the Week this week. Moving on to the defenders, this is where it's quite hard to pick players from. I was just looking for players who picked up a goal as well as a clean sheet and just bung them into the team. The first player to go for was this plays in the Belgian Pro League, Maxime Collin, plays for Anderlecht and picked up a goal as well as a clean sheet in his team's 4-0 victory there. Moving on to the next player, this player here, big old JT, the Chelsea centre-back, and he picked up a goal as well as a clean sheet and the man of the match award in Chelsea's 2-0 victory over West Ham. And moving on to the final player in the defence, we decided to go for this player here, Craig Forsyth, the Derby left-back, and he picked up a goal as well as a clean sheet in Derby's 4-0 victory over Birmingham in the Championship. And like I said, the defence is very, very hard to choose from. There wasn't too many good performances, and I was just basically looking for players who picked up a goal as well as a clean sheet, and they could be a possibility in this squad, guys. So if you've got any suggestions for defenders in this week's Team of the Week, put that in the comments. I'd like to see what players I may have missed and stuff like that. Moving on to the midfielders, where it got a bit more easy. The first move here is going to be this player here, Gaston Ramirez, the Hull player, playing in the cam spot. And Hull came up against Sunderland, I believe it was, went 1-0 down, and ended up coming back and winning that game 3-1. Gaston Ramirez was one of the main men in that comeback, picking up a goal as well as an assist and the man of the match award in that 3-1 comeback. Very, very good performance by him, and it doesn't look too bad of a card either. Moving on to the next player, this player here, and TOTW plays for Fenerbahce in the Turkish League, and played CDM centre mid, I'm not too sure, but Fenerbahce ended up winning 1-0, and it was due to this guy's goal. And I thought, due to he picked up a goal, you could argue he had a clean sheet if he played in the CDM role, and in his team's 1-0 victory over Mersin. And I think there's a possibility he could be in there. Again, I was stuck for this one position to choose a player, decided to go for Topal, and you never know, we could see him in the Team of the Week. Moving on to the next player, this player here, probably the best player in this week's Team of the Week, Wayne Rooney, and we could be seeing him in the centre mid position. He played further back, maybe cam centre mid, I'm not too sure what you want to say, in Manchester United's 3-1 victory over Newcastle, picking up 2 goals as well as an assist and the man of the match award in that victory there. And again, like I said, we could see him in the centre mid spot, and it'd be interesting to see how he actually plays, because he is more suited to the cam centre mid spot due to the lack of pace, and he looks like a very, very good card. So he would be probably one of the best cards in the Team of the Week, along with him and Lloris. Moving on to the next player of this player here, Mamu Diouf, the Stoke player, and he is normally seen in the up front position. And I was looking through all the team sheets and stuff like that when I was looking for the players, and saw he was actually playing out in the shall I say, the left side of the pitch. He played, I think Stoke were playing the 4-2-3-1, therefore it normally has the cam, but playing out as the left mid. I'm not too sure. But basically, I decided to put him in the left mid spot. We could see him up front, I'm not sure, or the cam spot. But he picked up 2 goals as well as the man of the match award in Stoke's 2-0 victory over West Brom. So we could be seeing him in this week's Team of the Week, and I know he's a very, very good card on FIFA. Moving on to the next cards, the attacker, should I say. The first player is going to be this player here, Daryl Murphy, striker for Ipswich in the Championship. And I was stuck in this position to choose a player. I was stuck between Daryl Murphy or Donaldson, and both of them actually in the Team of the Week. Donaldson is actually on the bench. I decided to go for Murphy because I was looking at the goals, and the goals Murphy scored compared to Donaldson's were a lot better, and I decided to just chuck him in. He's been scoring a lot of goals for Ipswich in the Championship, and he deserves his spot in the Team of the Week. Moving on to the next player of this play here, Gary Hooper, the Norwich striker, and Norwich ended up winning 6-1 over Millwall. Gary Hooper picking up 2 goals as well as an assist and man of the match in that 6-1 victory. Also, Johnson, I think it is, Bradley Johnson in the centre mid for Norwich, picked up 2 goals as well. So he's another possibility to see in this week's Team of the Week. But decided to go for Hooper because we were lacking in strikers. And he also got the additional assist as well in that game. So I thought he was better to suit that striker position. Moving on to the final player of the starting 11, we got another silver card. And it's going to be this player here, Sadio Mané. And he's been having a fantastic season for Southampton. I've actually really enjoyed watching him play. I've seen him a bit. I think he used to be in the Austrian Bundesliga, and then transferred, and he's been playing very well indeed, and he's picked up a goal and an assist and the man of the match award in Southampton's 3-1 victory over Palace, and then picked up a goal in Chelsea's 1-1 draw with Southampton as well. So he's been scoring goals, he's been assisting, and he's been playing very well indeed. Watched him in the Chelsea game as well, and he looked threatening, and he should be seen in this week's Team of the Week, and looks like a very good card as well. Let's move on to the subs bench, where it kind of gets a bit iffy in terms of players, where I was just chucking them in. I wasn't too sure at all. The first player we're going to hear is going to be this player here. Tolga Zengin plays for Besiktas in the Turkish League. And he picked up around 11 saves, an assist, as well as the man of the match award in his team's 2-1 victory over Konyaspor. And 11 saves from any keeper and actually winning the game is pretty interesting in the 2-1 victory. And picking up the assist, we could see him in the Team of the Week, and Leo looks like one of the better goalkeepers in the Turkish League. Moving on to the next player, we have this player here, Mark Roberts, plays for Fleetwood Town in the League One, and he picked up a goal as well as a clean sheet in his team's 2-0 victory over Rochdale. Moving on to the next player of this player here, Kenny McLean, plays for St Mirren, and St Mirren actually ended up beating Dundee 3-1. This guy picking up 2 goals as well as a very good performance in that game. But also that goal scored from the youngster. Go and check it out if you haven't. He just dribbles through everyone and just finishes it in the back of the net, guys. Very good goal indeed. I'm not too sure of the guy's name off the top of my head, but you should be able to search it. Just search St Mirren versus Dundee, and you should see it straight away. Moving on to the next player on the subs bench, we have this player here, Adeline Goudila. I'm not too sure how you pronounce that, but the Algerian playing for, he now actually plays for Watford. That is his Crystal Palace card, but he plays for Watford now. And he picked up 2 goals as well as the man of the match award in his team's 4-2 victory over Cardiff in the Championship. Moving on to the next player of this player here, Deniz Kada, another player in the Turkish League. And he plays, I think it is for Rizespor. And his default position is a striker. And I was looking on, he might have played left wing, left mid, I'm not too sure. But I decided to put him in the left mid spot due to the team sheet I saw. And he ended up picking up 2 goals as well as the man of the match award in his team's 4-0 victory. Moving on to the next player of this player here, Adebayo Aziz, plays for the same team as Akin Fenwa, now AFC Wimbledon, and he actually picked up 2 goals in his team's 4-1 victory over Exeter in the League 2. And moving on to the final player of this week's Team of the Week, number 16, the last Team of the Week in 2014, we have this player here up top, Clayton Donaldson, the Birmingham City striker, and he picked up 2 shitty goals in his team's 3-1 victory over Nottingham Forest in the Championship, and I decided just to bung him into the team because he's a card that people actually want to play with. He looks like a very strong card. But guys, that is the Team of the Week number 16, as you can see on the screen. Quite a few silver players, but we've got some interesting silver players. Gary Hooper looks okay. Sadio Mané is going to definitely sought after if he does get an informed card. Some of the goal players we see in the BPL look quite solid as well. Lloris and Rooney are going to be the main men. John Terry maybe as well. But guys, that is the Team of the Week number 16, last in 2014, guys. If you have any players I may have missed, put that in the comments. Also remember to hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. Stay tuned to the series and stay tuned all the way through 2015. We're going to continue carrying on with the Team of the Week predictions, guys. This has been Crush. Until next time, adios.